It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Gardner Minshew. He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year. It's the Raiders and the Steelers on EA Sports.
Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate...
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from Vegas. Laube now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the give, this is Madison. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. He found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. With that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
On 2nd down, this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there. He's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. He sends Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. The Raiders offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Marshall is on the move. On 1st down, here's Minshew. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
From the gun, here's Minshew. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Minshew. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Big-time sack there by T.J. Watt, and he certainly picked up right where he led off. Remember last year, Mike, he led the NFL in sacks with 19. He's made a living off making plays in the backfield, and he continues to do so here.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run. Here's Harris. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll give it to Harris again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's going to have the Steelers, and he's going to have the Jets.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Harris. He slams it in there, and he is in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
That ties the game at 7.
We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Laube now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with Madison. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and throw with Minshew. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Here's A.J. Cole now as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get about 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mary. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. That's Washington, the man in motion. He'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
They'll run here with Patterson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the carry, it's Patterson. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, it's Harris. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Man in motion here is Tucker. He'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Minshew going to look to throw. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. A tight end in motion now. Now Madison. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Marshall is on the move. Again, it's Madison. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On play action, here's Minshew. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Madison. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back is Minshew. That one caught by Tucker. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was pretty clear. The main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A big-time play for Pittsburgh. And even 30 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts with a run by Madison. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They go play action with Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Robert Spillane spills him there. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the give, it's Harris. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 2nd and 9. Trying left side, here's Harris. And he will get into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Laube now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
In motion is Myers. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll go here with Madison. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one, returnable. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete left side to Pickens. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Wilson will set up the screen to Patterson. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and 3. Wilson will throw again. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Raiders 17, Raiders 14.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in Denver. And at halftime, it is the Chargers who are in control. Ladd McConkey, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Brock Purdy, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. C.D. Lamb with a touchdown catch from Dak Prescott. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All that separates these 2 sides has half number 2. Kicks off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Wilson. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now it's Wilson. They'll try to set up the screen here. Oh, the screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he's in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Madison. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
4 yards. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Madison. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. On first down, Wilson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider first down. Minshew. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Marshall is on the move. Throwing on second down is Minshew. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read one, read two.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
He'll try the right side now with Harris. And he'll be taken down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
The ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line. And not only did they come up with a big 3rd down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up 4th down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, a run with Madison. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with Madison. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On the draw, here's Madison. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Russ. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers 1st down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Once again, it's Warren. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. the shotgun, a throw for Minshew. That one caught by Tucker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. Finding Terrace Marshall for the completion. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Las Vegas first down.
They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Madison. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Minshew. That one into the hands of Turner. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Madison. He'll work forward only to about the 18. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
On the give, this is Madison. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. And he will score! Game on! Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
They've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Patterson now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Catch is made, that is Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. A run out of the gun with Warren. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Quick throw on target to Pickens.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the hole, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They run with Warren. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Warren. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking a timeout. $1:54 to go. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Lobby now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Here we go. This is 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Taking off
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver.
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Waste of time.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.